Have you ever experienced this? You launch into something new with explosive energy, a gym routine, a content creation schedule, a rigorous study plan. For 4, 5, maybe even 6 days, you are unstoppable. You feel the momentum building. You think, this is it. This time, it's different. Then life happens. You have a draining day at work, a social obligation, or just a profound lack of sleep. You miss one day, just one. The next day, the guilt whispers. You go again, but the spell is broken. Soon, you're finding gaps, justifying another missed session. And then the inevitable defeated thought arrives. Yes, I knew it. I knew I wasn't a disciplined person. This just isn't for me. Maybe I should try something else. We've all been there. We diagnose the problem as a lack of discipline, willpower, or consistency. We blame our character. But what if we're wrong? What if the problem isn't your discipline at all, but something far more fundamental? The problem is your identity. My name is Moni, and I study human behavior psychology. To understand this, we must start with a simple, profound truth. All our decisions, big and small, are made by our brain. And our brain operates not just on logic, but on a deep-seated system of beliefs. These beliefs aren't just thoughts, they are the architects of your identity. They answer the core questions. Who are you? Who are you not? What do you stand for? What is possible for someone like you? For instance, you don't just believe honesty is good, you see yourself as an honest person. That belief identity link dictates your actions. You return the extra change. You speak the difficult truth. It's not an effort, it's an expression of who you are. Now, here's the crucial part. Your brain's primary job is to protect you, and a huge part of that protection is safeguarding your identity. Your identity is your brain's map of you, and it will fiercely defend that map against threats. The most deeply held beliefs, your religious, political, or core moral values, are integral to this map. When someone challenges them, you don't just disagree, you feel triggered, defensive. That's not just you being stubborn, that's your brain's defense system kicking in, protecting the village of you from an invading idea that doesn't fit the map. So how does this relate to skipping the gym? At some point in your past, perhaps in school, through family comparisons, or because of a string of perceived failures, a thought entered your mind. I'm not a disciplined person. Maybe you didn't stick with piano lessons, gave up on a sport, or struggled with a project. Each time, the story reinforced itself. Over time, that recurring thought crystallized into a belief. And because it's about your capability and character, it attached itself to your identity. Now, you don't just do undisciplined things. You are an undisciplined person. Your brain has filed this under fact. When you start a new positive habit, you're essentially declaring war on this old identity. For the first few days, the novelty and excitement can override the system. But the moment you stumble, the moment you miss that 5th day, your brain's defense mechanism activates. It's not trying to sabotage you. It believes it's saving you. It pulls out the old familiar map and says, see? Look at the evidence. This is who we are. We are not someone who goes to the gym consistently. This new behavior is an anomaly, a threat to our stable self. Let's return to normal. The thought, I knew I wasn't disciplined, feels like a failure, but it's actually your brain's misguided attempt at consistency. It's aligning your actions with your deep-seated identity to reduce internal conflict, what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. Your past failures aren't just memories, they've become the foundational proof for this identity. Excuses like, I'm too tired, or it doesn't matter today, aren't just laziness, they are the reasonable identity-protecting justifications your brain kindly supplies to get you back to being yourself. So, if willpower and discipline aren't the primary keys, what is? How do we change the map? It requires a deliberate psychological rewiring. Here are 3 steps. Step 1. Redefine the evidence and taste the identity. Forget grand sweeping transformations. Your brain rejects those as threats. Instead, you must become a collector of new evidence. The goal is not perfection, it's proof. You are not trying to be a perfect athlete. You are trying to prove to yourself that you are a person who moves your body regularly. Any professional athlete misses days. Life intervenes. The difference is they don't see a missed day as evidence of a flawed identity. They see it as a logistical blip in a long-term pattern of being an athlete. Your mission is to start building that pattern so convincingly that your brain has to consider a map update. Give yourself a tangible, gentle taste of the new identity. Don't aim for a 2-hour gym session. Aim for 10 minutes. Don't write a 3,000-word article. Write 3 sentences. The action must be so small that your brain's defenses don't see it as a threat, but as a curious new possibility. You are not running. You are being a person who shows up. Each tiny completion is a piece of evidence against the old belief. You are whispering to your brain, "See, maybe we are someone who does this." Step 2. Master your internal dialogue. This is the most critical step. You must become a ruthless observer of how you speak to yourself. Your internal narrator is the chief cartographer, constantly redrawing the map of your identity. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm lazy, I always quit, I'm not a morning person," you are not stating facts, you are issuing commands. You are programming your identity. Every time you miss a day and think, "Typical me," you are pouring cement around the old identity. The shift begins with conscious language. Instead of, "I have to go to the gym," a chore for someone who isn't a gym goer, try, "I get to move my body today," a privilege for someone who values health. After a miss, instead of, "I failed," practice, "That wasn't like me. The me I'm becoming shows up." You are not lying to yourself. You are leading with your narrative. You are drafting the new map with your words before your actions can fully catch up. You cannot say congrats to a new you while constantly cursing the old one. Step 3. Find your social anchor. We are tribal beings. Our identities are not formed in a vacuum. They are shaped, reflected, and reinforced by our tribe. Your brain is constantly asking, "Is this normal for my group? Am I safe here?" If you are the only one in your social circle trying to exercise, write, or study, your new behavior is an outlier. Your brain feels exposed and unsafe. But if you have a social anchor, even one person in your immediate environment who shares or supports your desired change, something powerful happens. Spend time with them. Talk about your journeys. When your brain sees that in your immediate tribe this behavior is valued and normal, its resistance plummets. It thinks, "Oh, this is acceptable here. I am not risking my social standing by changing. I am safe." You no longer have to make excuses because your new actions are being mirrored and validated. The tribe holds the new identity in place until you can fully claim it. The journey, therefore, is an inside-out revolution. Before you can see a lasting physical change in your life, you must engineer a shift in your psychological identity. You are not building a habit, you are becoming a person to whom that habit is natural. Stop fighting the symptom of lack of discipline. Go to the root. Challenge the old map. Collect new evidence. Guard your words. Anchor yourself in a supportive tribe. The person you believe you are is the person you will inevitably become. Choose that belief wisely.